I'm still wondering why it's raining on top of a mountain. Hey everybody, this is Giant King Mark here, and welcome to part 17, I think it is? I can't exactly remember, my brain has not been working all that well lately. Of Let's Play Pyre. Last we left off, we liberated Headwind. And, well, we learned that the stars are going out, so we only have roughly two rites to go. Two more rites we gotta do before the next liberation rite. After that, I don't know how many we have left. So, we gotta hurry. Now, let's continue on our journey. Good morning, everyone. We are at the mercy of the stars, and none can say how soon they'll shine for us again. Let us recover for a while at Moonlight Alcove and decide how to proceed. Hey, Rock. Why is it now of all times? Okay, so we got Gold, Jomir, and I think lastly... Hi, Rock. Good. Actually, let me check the black wagon for a minute. Nothing, Sandra? Come on. Okay. We got the Cairn, we got the Pit, we got the Hulk, the Isle of Kael'mir, the Triesta, and the Fall of Solium. We gotta do Lu Scholarians, then we gotta do Jomirs, and finally Gogothalians, if we want to get the rest of this stuff done. Come on, Rock. Well, let's bide our time. Hang on, I'll help him up. Go. Just make yourselves comfortable as possible here for the time, Nightwings. The rites ought to commence again before we know it. Until then, be well. Thus, you and your companions remain on the mountaintop, waiting for the stars to shine again. The cycle of the rites is ending. The news that Volfred and the Lone Mensch revealed to you now threatens to disrupt the group's resolve. Who most deserves their freedom? Can there be any hope for your revolutionary plan to change the Commonwealth if too few exiles manage to return? These questions hang like a fog over you and your companions as you linger there on Mount Elodiel. For now, the exiles of the Nightwings vow to stick together for as many opportunities as they shall have. Many moons pass. One cold evening, Volfred finds you off on your own. The afterword. Well, my boy, it's time once more. Come see. Volfred indicates the sky, and through the snow you can see that he is right. Soon all of your companions are gathered. Volfred regards the group in a steady manner. As you all know, I have refrained from participating in the rites myself. This was a long-held choice of mine, for a variety of reasons. Chief among those reasons is so that I might direct our plan, free from unwanted attention, both from our adversaries here and those who oppose us in the Commonwealth. Another reason is, my past experience conducting the rites did not end on good terms. Before my time, the Nightwings composed of 3 exiles, Brighton, Erisa, and Orlick. Little Tiza was with them, and as well, still learning in their ways. Brighton. He looks familiar. A former exile of the Nightwings who conducted the rites alongside Erisa and Orlick. Erisa and Orlick. After Brian regained his freedom in the liberation rites, the Nightwings took me in. A story for another time, but for one thing, I had capacity to read the ancient book. Anyway, when next we earned our way into the liberation rite, Orlick was anointed for return. He had long been in exile, and his horns were beginning to show. We prevailed. Little Tizo snuffed the accuser's pyre. Thus, Orlick earned his freedom. The accusers! So that explains why Lendo's so peeved at him. He was the one who snuffed out the accusers and denied them freedom. However, just as the Shimmer Pope was to engulf him, Erisa, she shoved him from the precipice and took her freedom in his stead. She perished, of course. Only the anointed can transcend the Shimmer Pool. But she thought the warnings were a myth and paid the price. She was always restless. I presumed Oralek perished too. To survive a fall from Mount Elodio, I was left alone. Subsequently, I made no attempts to resemble the Nightwings, knowing that such treachery, such harm was even possible as part of this ordeal. I, frankly, do not hold Erisa entirely at fault for what transpired. I hold, instead, the Commonwealth responsible, for it put us in this desperate situation. And I resist the urge to think the Rites may partly be to blame, as well for pitting brother against brother, sister against sister. Fred breathes a deep sigh. Now I see that Oralek yet lives, at a time when our plan is already in motion. And even the stars are fading. Perhaps the single that describes themselves know that the Nightwings are divided, and that they do not approve. But I chose to take it as a sign we must act. The scribes have put us in a set of circumstances where each of us may rise to the occasion. The Nightwings in our plan need all the help they can get, and so I made a decision, which I wish to announce here to all of you. In the name of the Nightwings, and reader, by your leave, I will conduct the rites again. Long have my skills languished in the matter, I admit, although I trust I shall regain them soon enough. While I once vowed never to conduct the rites again, our present situation calls for all our resources to be brought to bear. So, if I may be of use during the rites to come, I shall avail myself. That's all. Now then, our reader shall determine where we are headed come first light. Wilfred bows his head to everyone, while the others exchange looks, then one by one, salute him in turn. Wilfred stands ready to conduct the rites again. Welcome him back to the ranks. What? Gather the band. Once more do several stars shine bright in the night sky, revealing several paths for you to pursue towards salvation. Stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Cole? Yes! Oh, Haub. Okay. Orez, let's see. The Fate, we already fought them. The Accusers. The Pyre Hearts. Well, I see this as a good time as ever to challenge the Pyre Hearts again. Because we never got a chance to fight them because of Oralek. And we need to go to the Red Goal anyway. Lord Gandroth. I see it's time we meet again with Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts. We can make for the Red Goal at first light, my boy. Let us recover through the night. For now, it is too late to do much else. Fair enough. Besides, we have this to read. Oh, wow! He has so much inspiration. He's gonna get it twice as quickly. Okay, so Volfred is a sap. Literally, he's a tree person. Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. His past was a professor. He taught enough history to know what he was forced to teach was not the whole truth. Cassius. He was born on the 21st of 6th moon, suggesting he is contemplative and passionate. Crime. Publishing. He owned and operated a stamping press, using it to spread anti-Commonwealth propaganda. Insurrection. He sought to undermine the trust of the Commonwealth doctrine and tradition, and he's been exiled for 9 years. By day, he was an unassuming history professor. By night, he operated a small but illegal stamping press of his own design, which he used to disseminate provocative ideas concerning how a truly peaceful Commonwealth might look. When his underground press was at last discovered, it was publicly destroyed. Eventually, he too was found and cast down. At the downside, he was taken in by the Nightwings, who sought someone with his experience. Since then, he hatched a long-term plan to recruit like-minded individuals who might stand together to usher in a new age for the Commonwealth. Well, afterward, as an exile of the downside, as reader of this book, And as conductor of the rites, cover to cover. You are now engaged now in a cycle which has lasted since the dawn of this age. Here within this part of the book is offered summary of all key figures, locales, terms, and astral phenomena you shall encounter. Be the first hand or in passing on your path. To know the history of the downside of the rites is to prepare yourself to walk toward the path of enlightenment, and then to liberty itself. Should you be free again, remember, reveal not the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Right terms. Oh. This is just a book of terms. The Wings of Misfortune, the Oath Taker Tower Shield, legendary Jawblade called Kneebender. Oh, Genealogy of Solarian. So this is literally everything. Well, nah, I think we're good. I want to conduct a little practice rite, but I don't know. I feel like getting Volfred in action is best done.
I do so hate to thusly contact you, O reader. Yet an awful rumor reached me recently that you have within your retinue a traitor to the Nightwings and the Commonwealth alike.
Oh boy.
But you would never harbor such a traitor, now would you? I trust your time within the downside would have taught you that.
Okay! You rise after a fitful night of slumber. Somehow the voice, which thus far has reached you only in the rites, has found its way into your sleep as well. You shake free of it. The time at Moonlight Alcove has made everyone restless. The group is eager to set forth at your command. Let's go! So that was freaky. Also, the weather's changing now. I guess because of the rites. Oh! Imp! I'm sorry, I just had the urge to do that. Ye who disbelieve in the rebirth of Yeaslak, ye snuffed our Pyre's flame, prevailed, yet ye flopped across the skies. Beware, ye who would mock the designs of the withdrawn. Ye cannot comprehend the terrors which shall come to ye in time. No, I literally didn't even see you there. I'm sorry. Waking Wood. As the wagon soars across the skies of Waking Wood, you notice Wilfred appears lost in thought. You cannot sense straight away what he's thinking. Do not mind me, reader. It is simply that being here in this vicinity, it brings back a lot of memories, and gives me much to ponder. I hid within those woods for many, many years, making preparations for our plan. I cast aside my remnants and became untraceable. And I waited for the plan to germinate. So, it means a lot now to be here, above that place at last. Quite the view, wouldn't you say, my boy? I'll admit, it's got a pretty good view. So, really I haven't been doing much lately. I mean, I've been playing a lot of games, chatting a lot more with Dusk. Your flight takes you near where you breach the storm wall into Deathless Tempest. With the climb of the downside intensifying, you wonder if the storm has spilled from its confines and started to ravage other regions of the land. Well, there's the chastity. It looks like they're getting ready to go for their own rite as well. So really hasn't been much I've been doing lately. I've just been, gaming a lot, chatting with my friends. It feels good playing with them again. I missed it. As weird as it might sound, I actually did miss my friends. The Ridge of Gold. Yonder lies the Ridge of Gold. Somewhat less imposing when viewed from this vantage point. Do you not agree, reader? The myths of the downside hold that is no mere ridge of stone, but the remains of Lord Gandroff, once slain by Golgothalion himself. The certain type and vanquished by the scribe Golgothalion. He brandished his tower's shield and sent Gandroff's fury back into his continents. Though, perhaps such tales are of little import now, when you stand to confront the Pyre hearts there, in just a short while. Hollowroot, Blooming Pool. We did go to Blooming Pool the last time, so Hollowroot might be interesting, but I do want to humble with the plan. Blooming Pool it is. You made a successful landing in Downside Prairie near the southern edge of the Downside. Memories of having first met Headwind, Jodariel, and Ruki come flooding back. You now should have some time in the vicinity before continuing onward toward the Ridge of Gold by land. Ah! Downside Clinger. Yields fruit from time to time, though only if one says the magic word. Keeps it for the downside. The downside is connected to our realm via a single artery. This river named for our prestigious sap colleague Lou Scolarian. The river gushes into seeming nothingness. That seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be the downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of thought about the composition of our world. The downside's southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It's a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here, the strength of many who survived the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant Downside Prairie. A better place to perish, to be sure. Wilfred, what's up? There. Wilfred appears to have finished sealing some sort of document. He smiles as he approaches you. Hello, my boy. Was just about to make my way out to make a drop. Report a bit of progress of our supporters on the other side should like to know about. It is not clear to you as yet exactly how Wilfred is able to communicate with agents in the Commonwealth. We have our ways of making certain that such messages manage to make their way to whom they need to reach, most of the time at least. It's not exactly the most dignified methods, but the messenger imp is as hard-working as the rest of us, or dare I say more so. Messenger imps. He is one of Wilfred's couriers tasked with delivering news to and from the Commonwealth. Ah, that explains it. Most Sims lack the capacity to do that job. They, of course, cannot traverse the outer boundaries of the downside, but they can squeeze much closer than any of us. Wilfred offers to tell you more of this process. It seems that he has been using certain imps to relay messages to his agents in the Commonwealth for some time now. From that point, we depend on certain other means. A trafficker like Ruki would likely be familiar with them, and my agents would just set the messages as they arrive. The messages are coded, and the off chance they reveal themselves before unwanted eyes. But even still, my agents put themselves in great peril there, supporting our cause and our plan. I could not ask for a more dedicated bunch. A shame they cannot meet me here. We cannot meet them, separated as we are. If we succeed in our endeavors, it shall be thanks in no small part to them. They have identified hundreds of citizens grown loyal to our cause, found hidden corners where they can speak freely. Their goal is to grow in numbers while remaining safe. For we cannot resist the Commonwealth if too few citizens stand with us, whether due to apathy or fear or lack of willingness to see our nation as we do. Some of these agents I have known for many, many years, since long before my exile. Many were former students, from my days of teaching Commonwealth doctrine. It was clear then who amongst us did not take the common view. These days, I report to them our progress, and they in turn report theirs back. From that assessment, I update the estimation of our plan's success. Our chances of success greatly increase substantially each time we liberate one of our own. But those loyal to us in the Commonwealth slowly gather strength, regardless knowing of our efforts. Thus, do we inspire each other. Not unlike the dynamics which I see among the Nightwings here. Good afternoon then, reader. I have a delivery to make. He strides out of the wagon, bearing the sealed message. I wonder how Rookie and Hedwig are doing. But let's up the plan just a little bit more. Also, I apologize. That was my friend Cody and Eric. Or Vlad Plasmus and Dusk 1992. Your senses guide you to a scrying pool somewhere in the sweeping plains of Blooming Pool, and you look upon the waters. Soon you experience a vision of Manly, who stood alongside Udmilde and the Withdrawn in his most recent rite. No, Udmilde, no need to get upset. This was the only reasonable outcome, as I'm sure you know. Ye interfere with the report of Yislak. Foolish. Oh, no hard feelings, I am sure. I'll put in a good word about the Withdrawn, The vision fades. It seems the Chassis prevailed against the Withdrawn sometime not long ago, gaining the favor of the scribes. I wonder where their plans have taken them since as you return to the Black Wagon to pursue your vocations. Well, you know they took down the Withdrawn. Let's mentor Volfred. He needs this. Certainly. I would appreciate your point of view. You illustrate to Volfred some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in the Triumvirate can move and act as one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Boom! It has been a while since my last outings in the rites. Begging for your continued patience as I recollect the way. Rites, mastering a sap's ability to spawn saplings and protect his triumvirate. Mastering a sap's ability to persevere in the rites. Wherever traveled Lou Scolarian, he planted his roots and spread his wisdom to all those who would listen. The words of 100 Minds helped his kin make peace with many mysteries and dangers they face. Once per rite, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it is restored 10 by 10 instead. It was Lou Scolarian who ushered in the modern age and showed his people that a flame need not be feared. Volfred permanently gains +5 hope, hastening how quickly he returns from banishment. The great sap scholar, having fathomed every thought, still always smiled when he met someone. Using his shield ability, Volfred shields his allies as well. He fearlessly explored the other side and was among the first to venture down the river that later took his name. Once per rite, if Volfred's adversaries extinguish his pyre, it's restored by 40. Ooh. Combined with this is 50. The stars well hidden from us on the other side here now reveal themselves. Lou Scolarian to Solia Mur. If Volfred's banished, a sapling shall automatically spawn near his pyre until he returns. It is said that the strength and wisdom of the ages always followed in the root steps of Lou Scolarian. After casting Sprout, Volfred's sapling spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. The 100 Minds knew that all the knowledge of his ancestry was always there to guide him. After casting Sprout, Volfred may immediately detonate his sapling in an aura burst. Hold circle to Sprout, press triangle to detonate. Epiphanies about the very nature of the world occurred with regularity to Lou Scolarian and the 100 Minds. And when Volfred and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. The winds of change shall scour the land from whence we came, but leave this land untouched. Guardian Sapling. Just so. I must say, my boy, your understanding of the rites is more than I expected. Well, he'll become a master in no time. Let's continue. To the Ridge of Gold. Okay, so definitely gonna bring Sir Gilman. The wagon comes to a sudden stop after a near miss with someone or something that got right in its path. At first, you see no sign of whomever or whatever it was, but then a voice rings out from the other side of your path. A friendly yet somehow aggravating tone leaves a little room to question as to who it is. Hey guys, so maybe watch where you're going a bit next time, I guess. You must have scared Dad half to death. I mean, just look at him. But it's good running into you like this because I got for you a real special deal. got some pretty out there stuff on hand, and it's been selling us a bit. To be completely honest here, something about him, I don't know, but Dad just hasn't been himself. But once we open the shop, why, these little numbers are gonna go flying off the shelves. And you can have first dibs. All you gotta do is give us a lift, because you're heading to the Richard goal, right? You drop us off when you get there, okay? The Black Wagon does not provide for you the most spacious accommodations, but it may have room enough for Falcon Rod, barely, at least for the short remainder of your trip. On the other hand, you sense a troubling energy from whatever strange artifacts he's transporting right now. I wonder whether you should get involved. Let's let him in. Though your fellow exiles exchange cautious looks, you invite Falcon Ron to come aboard. Oh, great, thanks! Thanks, guys. I'll just squeeze right in there, just... He does not. Dad, come on! Put your back into it already! Eventually, Falcon Ron manages to get on board, and you prepare to step forth again. Welcome aboard, for now. Oh, great. I told him to shut up. After what felt like an interminable trip, during which Falcon Ron does not even once cease to speak of matters relevant only to him, you reach your destination. Anyways, thanks guys. Remember what I said. These dingers I got here, you got dibs on them if you come visit me and Dad. That is, now we'll be going. So, be seeing you, okay? Whether Falcon Ron's ceaseless dribble or the ill effects of his cargo, everyone is left feeling out of sorts. -5 glory for the next right. Oh, try not to think about it. Ron! Hey guys! Thanks for helping me and Dad back there. We really owe you one, and so, as promised, I got some really good in stock for you right here. Pauses for dramatic effect, then. It reveals to you several artifacts. Black Hoof, Black Heart, Black Claw. After getting banished, bear either returns with an infinite stamina or fast moving howler. Black Hoof. Oof. They emanate with energy that cannot possibly be completely healthy. Nice, huh? You guys, you got first dibs on these bad boys, and I can tell you what, they're gonna go fast. Oof. Infinite stamina or fast moving howler. What's most expensive? Oh wait, I guess maybe I should pack it up for today. Yeah, no offense, but I don't think I want to get anywhere near those things. I can't speak to her. The Rich of Gold. A certain type of Gandalf turns into brittle stone not long after his death. Of that you may be certain. What remains is a flat, elevated basin that stands us closer to the heavens. Upon the fallen Gandalf's hide, the stars themselves alight. And you shall know you stand on sacred ground. We set the metal sigils, lit the candle flames, and we emblazoned on the rock like forms of the sigil of our passage to and from this land. And then the stars themselves, they did reply to us. They sang, shining bright, their voices loud and clear. We understood their cadence, and we know how often to return. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna put Volford in here anyway. Everything is set for the Rites to commence, and all is quiet amid the loathsome lands at the Rich Gold. All there was left to do is wait for nightfall to set in. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader! This knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Then a glimmering within the sky draws you in his attention. Time to take on the Pyre Hearts once again. Your adversaries shall each deal additional 5 to your Pyre.
Myalantheus. Limbless Erzak.
Might as well. 2 things at the same time. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Wolford has powerful defensive abilities in the Rites and can spawn an invulnerable sapling with its own defensive aura.
Reader, or should I say deceiver, for I detect another exile in your ranks. The exile Wolfred Sandalwood himself, that cursed sap. I ought to have known he was behind all this.
Shit.
He has no love for our sacred tradition.
Neither do you.
Yet you would heed his poisoned words over mine own? I thought that we were friends. Then fine. Let us return to a more formal distance.
Gilman! Still not abandoned to your friends like all your other duties and responsibilities. Sir Deluge wrestles his mask with his mask more time. This knight is no surprise that you have the courage even to show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You are no nut at all. You are a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many times your size, and with much more honor too. And something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon it fades, Sir Gilman sinks away. Disgraceful! You Nightwings, you are stupid to have taken that one in, and you are no good at the Rites. And another thing, we do not fear you. I am kicking his ass! Read it, my boy. Let's confer for a moment here. I am returned now to the Rites, tradition that I had once disavowed. And, now that I have donned the raiments, the voice knows that I am here. It is no matter, really, for our plan is well in motion. All that remains for us is to prevail. I shall aid you and the others in this task as best I can. Let us see now whether these old limbs of mine are of any use.
And there he is at last, alive and well. I know that you can hear me, Sandalwood. You're causing quite a stir out in the Commonwealth. You plant your little seeds of discontent. Know that your designs at sowing chaos shall not be tolerated here. Now, good evening to you.
If Wolfred's banished, his sapling expires. Oh. Useful? Know that, Nightwings. I look forward to conducting with you all. If and when, of course, when the reader calls for us to stand as a triumvirate together.
Choose now your band of traitors.
Sir Deluge.
Sir Gilman.
Alright. Let's get you this. You're gonna need it.
Wolfred.
And Tizo.
Tizo. The choice is cast.
Take heart, Sir Gilman. You had no obligations to the triumvirates you left behind. You are among friends now. Come then, Nightwings! Show this knight how you defend your honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard! I am going to destroy you.
Begin.
Oh no. No! Oh!
Glory eludes us all at times. Brilliantly done.
Crowd pleaser. Boom. Damn!
Which has plunged into his adversary's pyre.
Wilfred, you truly are difficult to use. Oh no. No!
Shame.
Son of a... Ah.
Just take it.
Woo! Oh, come on. Yes! Woo! Little Watcher. No!
Alas.
Damn it, if we lose, we're screwed! Wait, we are winning? Are we winning? No!
You'll have to do better than that. Banished one and all.
No! Yeah, let's restart this. I think I fucked up. Okay, calm down, calm down. I know I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm redoing this anyway.
Who shall it be this time? Sir Gilman.
Oh.
Wilfred.
Let's go with Pamela. She's almost close to her thing anyway.
The choice is cast.
Come then, little Pyre hearts. To my kind, you are nothing but a snack. Come then, Nightwings! Oh wait, I already seen this already? I knew I should have put Pamela instead of teaser, but I want to get that achievement done.
Begin.
I was not about ready to lose that one. Oh dear God, that's gonna suck. No! Damn!
Adversaries are the first to strike.
Wilfred's slow, but he is strong.
Remember everything which you hold dear. Panther has doused the flame.
Oh, come on now.
The Nightwing's edge closer to victory. Fear not.
I apologize for the noise. I think my folks are out here.
Deliverance.
Am I ever glad for this for Pamela here? Another most inglorious defeat is imminent. Snake can feel in his bones. Nope. Wing. Ah. No use. Ah.
Sandalwood has plunged into his adversary's pyre. Glory to the scribes.
Nice.
There. The flames of freedom.
Okay.
Your victory is at hand.
Rod.
The Worm Knight somehow did it.
Ah.
The deluge is banished.
Let's see you guys try. Oof. No, you don't. Am I ever glad though for that little sapling? Oh, crud. And I win.
It is done.
Thank you, Pamela.
The Nightwings prevailed. They hardly deserved it, though, if you ask me.
Screw you, voice.
The ceremony is complete.
Curse you, Gilman! You were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs. You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path toward enlightenment. Your words ring false! You are unfit to lead! Shut up! You know exactly what you are, Gilman! You called it this knight, Craven, yet your courage is a mere facade! And everyone knows it! Everyone knows! This knight shall see to it! Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge get to him.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Damn. And we finally got Panther to... I used to soar above the mountains with the Highwing remnants, and we would see the Commonwealth shining down on the horizon. It arranged us, the mere sight of it. I can fly free no longer, yet that anger, I don't feel it anymore. Let's go with this.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch.
Nice.
Until the next rite.
I'm so sorry I had to restart the rite like that, but maybe I should have done the practice rite with Wolfred first. Yeah. I call myself one freebie of a redone rite. Back at the Black Wagon, you are taking some time to recover at the best in the Pyre hearts rather soundly when Wolfred approaches. The Nightwings are in capable hands these days, my boy. Thank you for your continued efforts, given all the challenges we face. The rest may be ending, but we still have time to achieve our plan, especially if we continue to prevail like that. 58%. Come. Let's see whom we shall square against when the stars align next. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Let's seek the destination. I will allow myself one freebie that time. I needed it. Haub again. Kael'mir. Melith. Let's see who we're fighting. The Withdrawn. Manly. Oh! The Tempers again! We're going for Haub this time. I want to bring the Pyre Hearts down. And, there's actually... Wolfred asked that I take notes for him after each rite. Henceforth, he indicates the cycle of the rites appears to be accelerating even faster now. We likely shall be summoned to the Fall of Solium again very soon. Haub. I want to take down the Withdrawn, because there's a little something we can do here. You are said to encounter the Withdrawn, led by Witchwood Milday. However, her outlandish intentions seem, one ought to be aware of her. He then reveals what he has learned about her and her designs. Witchwood Milday, one of the Bog Dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in the legends of Yslock and the Astralborn than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for the common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow one day her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Yslock, despite widely held belief that he is dead, or never did exist. But Milday held that Yslock is merely dormant and shall someday be reborn with newfound hunger, which can only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last Yslock will return to his glorious home, and Milday would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Milday in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, sending in the downside meant being much closer to Yslock's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist. In short, the 8 scribes certainly would not approve of what she aims to do, so be careful in her presence, reader, and for now, good night. You bid the little minstrel a restful night, in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight. Well, I'm calling it for here, guys. This is Giant King Mark, and next time we're going to be facing the Pyre Hearts and Witchwood Mill Day. But since we got Big Bertrude, I don't think we're going to have much of a problem. Hopefully. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of when I'm going to be uploading, and check out my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.